David, welcome to video number 3. I'm coming at you from New Smyrna Beach, Florida from my house, and I wanted to make this video series to show as a musician how you can make money and how you can do it without completely getting taken advantage of. So, by other people and venues, and a lot of this stuff took me 10 years to learn, so I wanted to share with you so you can actually become as successful as possible with your career. So here it goes. I'm going to make this video about making a charging station for your equipment. Now, a lot of people don't know this, but if you get a car battery and you get an extension that's like an adapter, you can get an AutoZone and it's like 60 bucks. You plug it to your battery and you have a full power supply that will last about 4 or 5 hours. And you can plug in all kinds of stuff, PA systems, keyboards. Me and my drummer used to went downtown Nashville and just loaded the thing up with all kinds of musical equipment, and it took it, and it was the same battery we used in his van to drive back home, which was like a 30-minute drive or maybe 50-minute drive after the show. So it's always rechargeable, and it's a very good idea. I'm also looking at some newer alternatives like solar. It's just the solar stuff, if it's a cloudy day, you're not going to be able to power your gear. Recently at this one pavilion that I play at in New Smyrna Beach, Florida, the city got on to me for like a whole year. The police said I could be there. The city said you need a permit, but then they wouldn't approve the permit because you have to have like 500 people show up. You have to shut the street down. You have to have firefighters and police officers, and it costs like $20,000. And it's like, okay, we're not doing a huge blowout show. I'm just playing at this pavilion for tips. And it's nowhere near the extravagant thing that they wanted to charge me for. So after a while, they couldn't ask me to leave because it was my constitutional right to be there. That's another thing I want to say. It's your constitutional right to street perform. There's absolutely no law that prohibits it unless the city has if you're too loud, we have to ask you to pack up. But they can't tell you not to play because it is your constitutional right, because it's a protest. That's another way you can go. You have a lot of rights as a musician where people cannot ask you to leave, not even the law. So once they figured this out, what they did is they locked up the power supply because they knew they couldn't ask me to leave. So they're like, well, we're just going to kind of smoke them out. So that's when I got the car battery so I can continue to play. Another option is a generator that's quiet. They are very expensive, probably like $1,200, but you can use that and get all of the equipment power that you need, and of course no one will ask you to leave, and no one will ask you to have your power supply be removed. Now, a loud generator probably will not work, but this is a very easy way that you can take all of your music equipment in a trailer or your van or wherever, set up, do a really cool show, especially in places like Nashville where there are absolutely no outlets that you can use, and then you can just make money in tips. The most I probably made is like $180, but I thought that was pretty good. There was like 6 people that tipped 20s, and it's something that you can do, and it's very, very important. So I hope you guys stay tuned for the next video. It's going to be great, and we'll see you then.